Hi, my name is Darragh and I'm a technical support engineer here at Simply NUC, and today we're going to look at upgrading our Porcoolpine unit with a 2.5-inch storage drive. So before we begin, what you need to do is make sure you're ESD safe, you have a Phillips head screwdriver, you have your SSD or 2.5-inch hard drive, your screws that you'll find in your Porcoolpine box, and your SATA cable that you'll also find in your Porcoolpine box. So what we need to do now is we need to flip the unit upside down, and we want to unscrew these 4 screws in the corner to unscrew the base plate. So now that we have our screws taken off, we want to tilt the unit to the side and just let the base plate fall out just like that. Place it to the side, and now we have our NUC opened up. So what we need to do now is we want to take our SSD and our base plate, and we want to place the SSD on the back of the base plate like this, flip it over, and then try and line up the holes with the holes on the SSD. There we go. Now we want to place in one screw into one corner and screw it down. Notice it's these screw holes just outside of the label, but inside the base plate screws for screwing it to the chassis. So now that we've got one screw screwed into the SSD, it'll hold it in place. Now what we need to do is take our other screws and screw them into the other corners of the SSD. Here we have it. The SSD is now secured to the base plate. Afterwards, we want to take our SATA cable and we want to plug it in the correct orientation into the SSD. So we have here the shorter side and the longer side, and they plug in appropriately on the SSD here. Just like that. Now you want to take your SSD and base plate assembly with your SATA cable and take the SATA cable and try and connect it to the board via the SATA header. So what you want to do is you want to take the gold pin side and face it towards the B key SATA port. I'm going to push it in just like that and push down on the clip on either side so that it secures it into place. Just like that. And now what you can do is you can place your base plate back on the unit just like that, and you can put in your 4 screws in each corner to screw down the base plate. You've now installed a 2.5-inch drive onto your Porcoolpine unit. Thank you very much.